Hi there, guys. So, today I want to talk a little bit about social obligation. So, this time of year can be very difficult for someone that has mental health issues. Um, it can be exhausting for a lot of people, not just mental health, because you'll be invited to a lot of do's. Your friends want to see you before Christmas, your family will want to see you around Christmas. You've then got the new year coming up, and you will feel obliged to go to a lot of these events. You're not. You're not. There is no social obligation that you have to go to these events. But then you'll struggle with FOMO, fear of missing out. You'll fear that you'll miss something if you don't go. The actual truth of it is if you're going to these events and you're not fully into it, you won't fully enjoy it. And also, you may cause yourself burnout from the social interaction. There's literally no harm in saying no and taking your own time for yourself to recharge. But if you're one of these people, and I used to be, that is going to make yourself go to all these events. Make yourself even organise some events with friends and ring in the new year together, or see everyone before Christmas. January is going to be your month to take your own mental health into account. The thing is with this time of year is there's this really big stigma around it. If you miss something at Christmas, you're not going to have until next year to do it again. And will the thing that they're going to be what you can do next year? Will it still be there? Now, yes, majority of the time it will. And if it's not, who cares? Your own mental health and your own taking yourself away from it is more important. For instance, I used to have this really big thing around New Year. The New Year was always important to my family because it's my sister's birthday on the 1st of January. This meant that we did an event every year at my house, partially for New Year, partially for my sister's birthday. And then when I hit 18, I started doing my things myself. And then there became a time when it got to New Year and I didn't have any plans. And I would freak out, thinking, what the hell am I going to do? I need to go out, I need to be doing something. And I would be messaging all my friends to try and find something to do. And that was FOMO, that was fear of missing out. At the age of 30 now, I now realise that New Year isn't that special. Most of the time, it's the end of a month going into a new month and it's the same old crap. It doesn't have to be that. You don't have to be that pessimistic with it. But this great expectation of how New Year is going to be and how your life is going to change in January is huge amounts of pressure that don't need to be. You can have your new beginning any day of any week. For instance, 26th of June, I gave up alcohol. That's when I started again. 13th of August, when I started doing this, that was a new beginning. If I get the job that I applied for, that will be a new beginning. It's not that day, 31st of December, isn't some magical day where you hit a reset button and you start a new year. It's just because of the fact that the year is changing that people stick this massive stigma with it. But it puts so much pressure on people. And like New Year's resolutions, most people don't stick to them. And the people that do take it seriously will get disheartened by the fact that week 2 into January, your New Year's resolution is falling apart. Who cares? Take your time and make the new beginnings that you want on the day that you want. It's not about all this stigma and pressure that you put on yourself at the end of the year. It's just ridiculous. So the video cut out there. So what I'm trying to say is, this holiday season, take the pressure off your back. You don't need it. And also, take the pressure off you, the fact that you're coming to the end of a new year and maybe you haven't achieved what you wanted to achieve. Maybe you haven't hit the goals you wanted to hit. Maybe you haven't got that new job, that new house, that girlfriend, whatever it is. Take the pressure off. This time of year can be so hard for some people. And people that are single, for instance, like myself, you've got this pressure on you. Because everyone is so lovey-dovey and everything. But did you make it through this year? Yes, you did. And you should be so proud of yourself. You made it through another year. You're here. You may not have had the best year. But who cares? You are where you are in your journey. Take the pressure off yourself. New Year and the holidays, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that life-changing event that's going to happen to you. The life-changing event that will make you change and that will come around to your recovery, to your new job, to your new beginnings, to your whatever it is, will come at the right time for you. We put a lot of pressure on ourselves in this life, and this time of year is no different. In fact, this time of year is probably even worse. Give yourself a break. You're doing the best you can do, and you are good enough. Maybe you'll be in a better place in 6 months' time, 6 years' time. Doesn't matter. You're on your journey. And this is something I didn't listen to for a long time. And I gave in to that pressure for a long time. The last few years, I have not done much in New Year or Christmas. And I might have gone out for a few drinks here and there when I felt like it. But I didn't feel this huge pressure to try and fit everybody in. This is a time of year when you're probably your workload's probably either quite high or it's going to be quite low. If it's quite high, there will be a calm down period of probably, I'm going to guess for people that work in retail, it's probably as Christmas ends. But then you've got New Year sales and stuff, so it probably doesn't go away till January. But it's important to know that this period does end. The pressure does come away from you. And it's important to take that time to recharge. Don't burn yourself out this time of year. This time of year is supposed to be celebrations, not killing yourself over work or social interactions. It's not about that. You're so much more than that, and life is so much more than that. And I'm not saying that these do's and these social events can't be fun, but the social burnout and the mental drain is not worth that. If you feel like it's getting too much, take a step back. Know your own mental health is one of the best advice I can give to anyone that struggles with it, because the stuff that I've gone through was, a lot of it was exhaustion as well as anything else. I've noticed since I gave up drinking and stopped going out so much and feeling the need to go out so much, I feel like a different person. I'm a lot more relaxed, rested. Obviously, I still have my bad days and my anxieties and stuff like that. And this time of year doesn't help with that. But it's important to give yourself that break. Stop putting so much pressure on yourself. As I say, you are good enough. You are good enough. You are good enough. And you're doing the best you can. And if you're not, and you still feel like you're not doing your best and you could be doing better, work out what's holding you back. Self-improvement is a journey as well. I'm still on it. I'm still on it. But it is really refreshing to hear my managers, my colleagues, my friends, my families, to say they notice how much difference I've made. But it's nowhere near been an easy journey, and it's never been. It will never be completed. But I know one thing that I'm not going to do to myself is put too much pressure on myself this year. I also did most of my Christmas shopping in November. And the reason that I did that is so that I could focus on enjoying this time. I wasn't constantly thinking, oh, I need to get that person's Christmas present. Or, oh, I need to save money because I need to pay for this and I need to pay for that. They kind of just took a weight off my shoulders a bit. This time is difficult enough. Don't add to it. Don't add to it. And the fact that you're not dating someone, if you are single, why does that matter? It's like in February when Valentine's Day comes around and everyone's loved up and everything. The pressure around single people is ridiculous. If you're happy, that's all that matters. If you're looking for someone, they'll come along. It's clearly not your time yet. So, yeah. I'm going to stop babbling on now because I know we've gone over about 10, 11 minutes now. But, yeah, the main message here is to not put yourself under too much pressure this holidays. Try and enjoy it. And enjoy it at the speed and the effort that works for you. And when New Year comes around, just remember that what you have achieved, that you're still here. You're still fighting that fight. You're still on the way to recovery. You're still in recovery. Whatever it is, no matter how small, celebrate it. And remember, you are doing the best you can, and you are good enough. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season. I'll speak to you guys soon. I hope you have a great day and a great mental health day.